Hello and welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this show is Debashish Sen, Bharat Ramraj, and Snehashish Mukherjee. Last night was a very eventful night for Indian cricket fans, starting with, of course, the Mumbai Indians versus Lucknow Super Giants match. After a viral video of Rohit Sharma talking to Abhishek Nair, fans are convinced that it was Rohit Sharma's last game for Mumbai Indians last night. On the other hand, fans are also speculating that KL Rahul too might have just played his last IPL game for Lucknow Super Giants. As the match started, news also broke out that Gautam Gambhir has been approached by the BCCI to be the new head coach for Team India. We'll discuss all about this, so stay tuned. Devashi, starting with you. Of course, while we were doing that pre-show live, news broke out of Gautam Gambhir being approached by BCCI, and we were all confused as to what to even talk about at that point. I'm sure it was just as confusing for all fans, especially sports journalists. How do you see this news? How do you think Gautam Gambhir will be as head coach of India?
Yeah, obviously. See, Gambhir was brought as a mentor by KKR, and if KKR goes on to win the IPL, um, then it will be very tricky. Whether he will continue for KKR, or obviously the bigger assignment will be to coach the Indian team. But then, but then now that BCCI has approached Gautam Gambhir, it might just pave the way of Gambhir getting that job, means a coveted job, if he is willing to, and if he applies for the post. Obviously, the last date is 27th, and the IPL final is on the 26th. So he will still have a day to think about and perhaps apply if he is willing to. But if he does apply, then it goes without saying that he will be the front runner. Now that BCCI, according to reports, we will only according to reports, BCCI has approached Gautam Gambhir. So if he does apply, then he will be the front runner, no doubt. Gargi.
Bharat, like Debashish said, the decision will obviously lie on him personally, but it also means, traveling for 365 days, being on the job 365 days. Like we talked to Justin Langer, and he said that being an IPL coach is much, much easier than being the India coach because the pressure is much, much less when it comes to coaching an IPL franchise. But uh, Gautam Gambhir's deadline is until 27th this month. What do you think are the chances of Gautam Gambhir accepting this offer?
Yeah, I guess I said a few days ago only that a lot of coaches now prefer franchise cricket because it's a lot easier. The pressure is less. They don't have to travel much. You look at how someone like Stephen Fleming is only coaching Chennai Super Kings, mainly coaching Chennai Super Kings because rest of the time he can be with his family. After coaching England setup, Andy Flower is mostly gone into franchise cricket, Trent Rockets, Gulf Giants, obviously Lucknow Super Giants, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Multan Sultans. He's been traveling around the world with all his franchises. So expected that that is how the coaches think nowadays. But Gautam Gambhir applies, obviously he will be a front runner, and if the most likely he will be the coach. But again, I'm not sure whether he would because same stuff that he has to travel around the globe for some 365 days, and the pressure of being an Indian coach is something 10 times bigger, or maybe 100 times bigger than being the coach of any other national side, and you have to consider that. And many coaches, I believe, that is why they don't take up that job. But interesting move. This one interesting. This was speculation. Hopefully, from India's point of view, we'll take it up because at least in limited overs cricket, he has a very good record as a mentor, coach. Although it could lead to some other interesting, what can I say, uh, dressing room. It could lead to. It's interesting to see how the dressing room environment would be. As you know, he has had an issue or two with. At least it feels like that with Virat Kohli from the outside. So it's some interesting things happening in Indian cricket.
Snehashish, do you think Indian cricket right now needs someone like Gautam Gambhir who will make bold calls, who will be straightforward?
I think some hard shot bold call you have to take, whether it is Virat, whether it is Gautam Gambhir or not. But if you ask me personally, I don't see Gautam Gambhir coming right now into the Indian coaching position because I think with this batch of players, I think it is not happening. Maybe the next batch of players, maybe it can. But yes, the good thing is that BCCI acknowledging the Indian players, Indian former players who are doing well in the IPL. That is a good sign that you are not going, big names who are working in the foreign coaches or stuff. You are acknowledging your former players, your former legends who are doing well. And if you see Gautam Gambhir, he has been brilliant so far as before as a mentor for the LSG the last 2 seasons, both time playoffs qualification for the playoffs, and now with the KKR at the top of the table qualified for the playoffs. Hopefully they will play the final, and who knows that what Devashish has said that if KKR wins the IPL, then the situation might seriously get tricky. But personally, I think that Gautam Gambhir might not consider this at this moment, but hopefully in coming years he can be a very good option if you ask.
Devashish, like I said, Gautam Gambhir is very straightforward and also has had tremendous success as coach, no matter which franchise he went to. Do you think this is exactly what Indian cricket needs right now? Indian coach, someone who makes bold calls, like we saw with Sunil Narayan opening.
Yeah, Gargi, there are two ways of looking at it. Means obviously you need a high-profile individual who can coach because there are marquee players in this team.
Yes,
Someone who
exactly.
will earn that respect. Earn that means obviously you cannot get XYZ as a coach of the Indian team. See the list of coaches in the last 10 years. Means be it Anil Kumble, be it Rahul Dravid, be it I'm not taking the overseas cricketers. Means obviously when it comes to Indian cricketers, but then the problem with Gautam Gambhir is that he has never coached an international team. So he means obviously he has been the mentor of IPL franchise, as Snehasis said, associating with Lucknow Super Giants for last couple of seasons, being in the playoffs twice, been in the playoffs again for KKR. He has won the IPL twice for KKR as captain. But irrespective of that, he has never coached an international team, or neither has he coached an IPL team. He has been the mentor, but so that it is his man management has been outstanding. Means that at least the results speaks for itself. Means his managerial skills, and obviously BCCI would look to get someone who can earn that respect in that team. Someone who has played the game. Gautam Gambhir has been a member of the two World Cup winning sides. He has scored runs for India. He has done well. So that might be one. So there are two ways of looking at it. So, first up, straight away, he will earn that respect in that Indian dressing room if he is appointed as the coach, given the wealth of experience he brings into the table. But the second thing that is a bit concerning is that he has never coached an Indian team. But I will feel that in this level of cricket, in international level of cricket, you don't need a coach to teach a Virat Kohli or a Rohit Sharma. I mean, it's about managerial, more of a psychological thing. So in that way, I would say that if Gautam Gambhir applies for the role, then definitely he is going to be the front runner, given that BCCI has approached him. Gargi.
Bharat, now moving on to IPL. Uh, speculations about last night's game being the last for Rohit Sharma in Mumbai Indians. What are the possibilities going ahead for Rohit Sharma if it is actually his last game?
Whoa, that is too much to speculate. What are the actual possibilities going forward? Some are putting up photos of Rohit Sharma having talks. I've seen that with the LSU owner. Occasionally, I've seen photos of him being in the KKR dressing room as well during rain session. I saw it. So there are lots of speculations going around, but it seems like this could be his last game uh, for Mumbai Indians. That's how it feels like. Looking at some of the training sessions that I saw, he was coming to practice, or a couple of them are coming to practice later on. That there are speculations that he was coming to practice directly from his home. No, he was not with the team when they were playing at the Wankhede. They're not with the team, not at the team hotel. So these things I've heard. So there's a possibility that this could be his last game. And if it is that is the case, then he ended on the right note with a very quick fire 60 yard, where it seemed like he was not trying to muscle the ball. He was like looking to time the ball, and that is when Rohit Sharma is its absolute best going forward into the T20 World Cup as well. 2 years ago, when he tried to muscle the ball in the T20 World Cup in Australia, it just flopped. He flopped. He's not a power hitter. He's someone who is more of a timer of the ball. I think yesterday's innings should be a cue to how Rohit Sharma should play going ahead. But coming back to your question, yeah, it seems like it will be his last match, but it's for Mumbai Indians. But that's too much speculation to talk about which team he could go.
Snehashish, what do you think? What about KL Rahul as well? Do you think he'll want to leave Lucknow Super Giants as well?
So it's all speculation, right? And only time will tell what will happen. But yes, yesterday also I was listening the commentary. So when Rohit Sharma got out, the whole Wankhede crowd, went up and applauded him. And then Irfan Pathan was commenting, and he said that the emotions are there in that clap of the crowd. So and he said that I want to say many things. Maybe this is the last time, but I will not say. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. So that's very interesting, but it will we have to see what happens. But yeah, as Bharat mentioned, that the pictures that went viral on the social media, that he was having chat with Sanjeev Gupta. KL Rahul after the controversy, that might affect his stay at LSG, but then another picture came that everything was okay. Mr. Goenka arranged a dinner party. He went there and everything seems right. Yeah, the season has not gone well for LSG, if you say, because in the last two seasons they were brilliant under KL Rahul. KL Rahul as a player had a disappointing season also. So I think let's see, because next year it's a big auction, right? So the first thing we have to notice that how many players a franchise they can retain. So I think on the numbers of players you can retain, depending on that, franchises will decide whom to keep, whom to not. So I think only time will tell. But yesterday, if you ask personally, I think Rohit might move out of Mumbai.
Okay, and we had a very special guest appearance there for a second, but no, that's okay. But that ends our show. We'll leave on that note. And till we leave, let's see what fans in Mumbai have to say about Rohit Sharma playing his last game for Mumbai Indians. Till then, stay tuned to RevSportz and take a look at the visuals.
MI obviously out of the playoff. LSG की कितनी होप्स है आज जीतने के लिए क्या लगता है?
वेल हमारे होप्स तो बहुत हाई है एलएसजी के लिए बट वी नॉट रियली श्योर अगर जीतेगी कि नहीं बट हमारे होप्स तो काफ़ी हाई है
And have you enjoyed the way they played this season, LSG?
एज ऑफ नाउ वी हैव यस
Lot of talk about KL Rahul probably not being the captain next year. Do you think that's what happened? That he might switch franchises?
considering the owner of our team has had a really rough run with every captain that he's had so far, we are predicting a captain change, and KL Rahul will probably go to a team where there's more respect for him.
Okay, thank you. And do you think LSG is going to win today?
Yeah, we hope so.
MI fan पहले तो कितना disappointed हुआ आप ये season से?
कुछ कह नहीं सकता अभी 5 साल जीत गए तो ज्यादा बुरा नहीं लग रहा
आपको क्या लग रहा है ये सीजन क्या मिसिंग था MI के लिए मतलब एज अ टीम
रोहित शर्मा एज अ कैप्टन
एज अ कैप्टन और बहुत सारी बातें हो रही है नेक्स्ट ईयर की रोहित शर्मा शायद से MI से चले जाएंगे तो क्या लग रहा है इसके बारे में
नहीं आएंगे
नहीं जाएंगे और अगर निकले तो क्या होगा मतलब एज अ फैन आपको कैसे लगेगा
आई विल बी वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड
MI के मोस्टली रोहित शर्मा राइट
या
और फाइनली आपको लग रहा है आज फाइनली जीत सकते हैं हम
या
and
100%
good note
यस
so obviously Mumbai is out of the playoffs but
Yes.
how disappointed are you with the performance
Very disappointed because I know Mumbai can play a lot better than what they've delivered this season. But having said that, true Mumbai fan, true Rohit fan, so I had to be here to watch the match.
Thank you. And there's a lot of speculation of Rohit probably not being there next year.
Yes.
Do you think that's going to happen? And
I think yes, there are a couple of teams who have already said they would be keen to, look at Rohit as their captain. Wherever he goes, I'm going to follow that team, of course.
And do you think they're going to win tonight, though? Finally, ended off on a good note.
I really hope they, win tonight and end it on a good note, and that is why we are here. Let's hope for the best. Yeah.
फैंस ने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कितना डिसअपॉइंटिंग रहा है ये सीजन?
डिसअपॉइंटिंग तो मतलब क्या बोल सकते हैं, अभी काफी हद तक तो वैसे डिसअपॉइंटिंग था, बट ठीक है, अप्स एंड डाउन आते रहते हैं।
मैटर है
हाँ।
कैप्टेंसी
लर्निंग पर्सपेक्टिव व्यू से काफी अच्छा सीजन रहा है। काफी नए नए प्लेयर्स निकल कर आए हैं। सूर्य का थोड़ा सीजन ऊपर नीचे था, बट हमने जैसे कि देखा बॉलिंग में भी काफी अच्छा रहा है। क्विट्जे की काफी इम्प्रूवमेंट हुई है।
Where do you think you'll go wrong? Would you say captaincy?
कैप्टेंसी मैटर्स।